Zach Sang the Gang on the phone with us right now. The one, the only, Kelly Clarkson. Hello.
Hello.
I gotta say thank you for, making Heather's, year, next decade, 5 years, the last time you called into the show. I thank you for that. She was so happy.
Oh my gosh, Heather needs to aim higher. I'm not that cool.
Well, it's weird because now you're calling again. It's like becoming a thing now.
Yeah.
So
and now we're friends.
Exactly. So we're gonna have to call. You're gonna have to call like once a month now. It's just like it's gonna have to happen.
Yeah, Andrew Berkowitz just got so happy on the other line. Okay. You have a huge album out right now, Piece by Piece, March 3rd. This is your 6th studio album. You've also done Christmas album. You had a greatest hits album. I mean, come on right now, Kelly Clarkson. Life is good.
Life is freaking awesome. Yes, no, everything's great.
I mean, when you're making this album, you've done so many in the past. You've had so much success with your album, so much success with your singles. Is there pressure going into this album to create something that's just as big, if not bigger, than the last?
Not really from anyone else but me. Like, I always want to, have a little bit of a progression from the last album that was released, So, my big thing is I'm a soundtrack girl. I love any song that sounds like it could be on a soundtrack to a movie and, like, in some awesome scene. So, definitely when I talked to the producers for this record, I was like, that's the kind of goal I wanted to achieve with each song. And so there's a lot of orchestral elements, and it's just very big in a way that it wraps around the lead vocal and the production does, and that was kind of my goal. But I never really feel the pressure from anyone else. It's more just myself. Like, I want to, do something, have a song like Heartbeat Song that kind of bridges the last album to this one, and then kind of delayer the album and have all these fun, different, either dark or beautiful moments,
I mean, let's think about your songs for a second here. Heartbeat Song, Miss Independence, Breakaway. These are meaningful songs that have really changed people's lives. Do you ever take a second to think about that, Or do you think about that when you're in the studio creating these songs? Because if you talk to a lot of your fans, I mean, these songs have gotten them through some really tough times.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're the person, like, creating it, I mean, I don't really think of it like other people do. Like, I mean, that'd probably be the same as me going up to somebody like Alanis and being like, oh my God, Jagged Little Pill changed my life forever. But she's probably going to be like, okay, cool, it was just my life. So, like, she's not going to get it like how I get it,
Exactly.
So I feel like it's the same thing in a sense of, like, I'm human just like everybody else, and we all go through the same, like, emotions, and we all, want to be loved and want to love. And so it's just the same experience, maybe different situations, but same experience within.
Okay, on the album right now, Sia, John Legend, you work with those two. What was that like?
Well, I'm a huge fan of Sia's, which she knows. I tweeted her like a long time ago as well, talking to her about she needs to. I was like, I want some of your songs, and I got them. So apparently, all I used to do is ask. But anyway, so I'm a big fan of Sia's and Jesse, who she wrote those with, and he produced them. And then John, we'd worked together a couple years ago, and we had already sung together a couple times and knew we blended really well. And I just love him. He's such a great guy and, like, such a talented, just credible, awesome talent. And I don't know, I just feel lucky. I feel lucky because he just, like, won an Oscar. I'm like, man, I really planned this well. I'm like, I didn't even plan that, but dang.
The timing couldn't have been better. I
have Oscar winners on my album. Don't worry about it.
When you see someone like John Legend win an Oscar, does that make you kind of want an Oscar a little bit? Does that make you want to, get a song, have a song as a title, track to a movie? Does that set a new goal for you?
Well, I mean, I think every artist always has that. I mean, you always want to, like, we love soundtracks. We love, getting songs we love placed, regardless if there's awards or not. So, but I do think, like, whenever I see people like John or even Sam Smith or whoever, that I support, as an artist and I love, and they're getting recognized for that, that's awesome. Like, huge. I mean, like, people that work really hard and have, just really been a true talent. Like, it's awesome to see them. Or even, like, Lady Gaga on the Oscars the other day, like, how she's getting such praise for the Sound of Music medley she did. I mean, it's so cool. Like, she stepped outside what she normally does and just reminded people, like, yeah, I can do that over there, but, like, I can also nail this. Like, like, it's great that artists get to have those moments where they shine and get to just almost remind people and have that talent recognized.
And I think that's so important, especially to the artists, because, I mean, I know just from being on the radio, I think being recognized and getting that, even if it's the slightest piece of validation, it really does mean something.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess it's like, anytime, any level of significance, like, what I'm saying, like, what you do has, matters, and it's a little validated. And I get that, like, just from, like, getting it out of me. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, for some reason in my world, like, it's almost like therapy. Like, and, if I write the song or if I don't write the song, when I'm singing that on stage, it's almost like a form of therapy for me. So that's my validation of just getting that out of me and being able to be a vessel for that, whatever particular message it is. But I mean, it's always nice, obviously, to, like, win an award for something you've worked hard on.
Music is so important to you, and it's so amazing to talk to you because, sometimes we talk to artists and, music and their art kind of comes secondary, but for you and, all of the stuff, I was just going through with Heather, and Heather was, like, debriefing me on everything that, like, a super fan would know. And, even when we were talking, the art of music is number one for you above anything else, really.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's funny that it wouldn't be for everyone, right? Like, I mean, if you're an artist.
You would think, because I think sometimes it gets
kind of the first
overshadowed.
thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to relate to anybody that thinks otherwise, but I just really do. It's just it's like therapeutic. I mean, there's no other way to describe it other than it's just my passion, and it's what I feel like, if you ask yourself, like, why you're here on the planet, if that were my question, like, I feel like I'm supposed to be the vessel for music, which connects everyone, and I love that.
Has there been a moment in your career where somebody wanted you to do something that wasn't music, but was Kelly Clarkson, and you just didn't feel like it was right?
What do you, like, music-wise? Or
yeah,
no?
Not music. Has there been, like, a request where it was like, Kelly, we really want you to do this. Music's not really associated with it. We're kind of taking you out of your comfort zone. Are you kind of down?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've been asked to do, like, a couple things like, oh God, what's it called when you, like, endorse something?
Oh, yeah,
like, if I'm not into the product, like, if I'm not actually a fan or, like, love the company or, like, what they do, I'm not really going to jump on board no matter how many numbers you throw at me. Like, so, I mean, I have to believe in something that I work, if it's not music related, like, I don't know. I have to, even like the latest thing I did, like with Citizen Watch, like I love their watch, but it's not even just about that. It's the company is cool.
Exactly.
Like what they do, like charity-wise, is so cool for these kids. And, it's all about music, and it's, keeping kids involved and just keeping, sometimes it's hard, wherever you grow up and the situations you go through, and they support these charities that I really believe in and that I love being a part of. So if there's not that going on, I'm not a part of it.
How great is it to give back now that you have all these albums, all the success under your belt?
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah, I mean, especially, like, I was a little kid that didn't have anything. So, like, it's nice to, like, be able to do something. Like, even yesterday I got to talk to this little fan. She's 3 years old, and she's so amazing. And she's having a hard time physically right now, but I got to talk to her, and we sang, and, and it's just, like, something easy that I can do that, like, makes this little girl's day, then that's so cool, and, or if you even get to be a part of, like, I didn't have anything growing up, so the fact that I get to help be a part of, like, either providing, educational tools for kids, like, because I grew up with a mother for teacher, and in music, especially keeping art programs in schools, like, that's literally the only thing that kept me in school was the arts. So, it's just nice to be able to, now that I'm 13 years, into it, I still get to be a part of these things that I believe in.
How often do you sit back and think about where you've come from to now? Is that important in your journey?
Well, pretty often, and that's because I married someone from my hometown when we didn't know each other.
Wow.
So it's it happens pretty often. We'll go out, like, on our land, and we live on a river, and, we'll just look outside, and we'll be outside, and we'll just kind of look at each other every now and then and go, man, you grew up in a trailer, and I grew up in a duplex. We did good. We did well for ourselves. Like, this is, like, awesome. Which there's nothing wrong with growing up in either, but I'm just saying, like, what we have now and what we've accomplished, and it's just so awesome. Like, we can't believe it.
It's surreal, isn't it, to a certain extent? Because I get it. And, obviously we're experiencing it in different ways. I mean, the same thing. I grew up with a single mom, literally nothing. And to see the transformation, it's incredible. It really is.
Yeah, no, and to you as well. I hear you're only like 22, right?
21, but thank you.
21. You're just now legal. Holy goodness.
What do I
Look
need
at
to...
what you've accomplished by now.
Thank you. What do I... Help me out. Okay, just barely legal. I have yet to really explore the world of alcohol yet, and I feel like I need to because it's like a social thing. You know,
Okay.
I need a go-to drink. What am I going to? What should it be? I can't do anything hard, you know, because I'm a pansy, but like, you know, soft. Suggestions? Anything?
Well, see, I'm a wine girl.
Okay.
So, yes, so a nice Pinot Noir, pretty good.
Yeah?
Or any kind of red blend, like any kind of red wine that's a blend.
Red blend. Okay, I'm writing
Yeah,
this
red
down.
blends are really good.
I think wine
But I mean,
is too
it's
hard
also
for
an
you.
acquired taste, I think, because I didn't like wine when I was 21.
Okay.
But I like it now. So at 21, I liked vodka.
That's
At 21, you like vodka and you like doing stupid stuff. You're really glad social media wasn't really big at the time.
Kelly, I'm the guy who goes to the bar and I'm like, yeah, can I get a cranberry vodka and like an apple juice or something? Or can I get a pineapple
There's nothing
and
wrong
vodka?
with that.
I mean, like, I feel like everybody around me is like looking at me funny.
Well, yeah, because I'm at the bar with you drinking whiskey
Well,
and
when
beer.
they look at you funny, you remind them of your accomplishments and say,
There
boom.
you go.
Thank you. Okay, back to you and your country album. What is this that you're doing 2 albums? You did 2 albums simultaneously?
Yeah, no, I was making this album, and then I was also making a Christmas album that came out, and I've also been working on a country one. So,
oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm always working on stuff. I've also got some R&B stuff that I've been doing too. So, I just love music, man. I love creating, and you just never know like what you're gonna want to, you know, what projects will like, you know, come out when, you know.
Yeah.
So I just work on them all, and I get excited about them.
I mean, how do you kind of divide your time? Because you said you're doing the Christmas album, country album, this album, you have a beautiful baby, you have a beautiful family. I mean, how does that work? That's a lot.
Well, you know, the kids go to school, the 8-year-old, 13-year-old, and then, you know, the 8-month-old takes naps, and then they're all in bed by 8:30. So, you know, as a parent, I guess you just find those times when you have, you know, moments to yourself and stuff. So, but I mean, I think as an artist, you're constantly creating. Even if I'm driving, you know, Savannah around, like, I was just driving our 13-year-old around the other day. We were grabbing dinner, and I, you know, I was on the phone with my lawyer talking about this other big project that I'm working on. So it's like, you just fit it in because you have to.
Yeah. I mean, how has the family inspired your music now? Did you hear a change, you know, from what you were creating, you know, before to now? Like, have they inspired anything? Inspired lyrics?
I think the change is really within me. I think it's more, I'm just okay. I mean, I've always been a very open person, but vulnerability hasn't really been a strong point. I don't know, like, personally. So, I don't know. I think having kids and, like, not relying on just my career for, like, to say who I am, like, that's really, like, helped create this very passionate, creative, like, vulnerable person that's just coming out to play all the time now. So, I love that. I think it's awesome, and it's just more peaceful, and I just love, you know, being a mom. It's just fun.
Kelly Clarkson, you've done so much. What is one thing that you still want to do? What is that one thing that you still want to accomplish?
A big thing for me is Broadway. I really want to do I would love to come up with a new show and be able to create that character, you know, and not imitate. But if I had to do another one, you know, I'd want to revive something fun like Funny Girl or Lord, I don't know.
Oh.
Like, there's so many musicals that are awesome, but I do want to do. I want to tackle Broadway one day.
You need to do this.
I know I will. Man, there's a lot going on right now.
I can only imagine. But when you're ready, Heather and I will be there open night.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We'll be there. I'll dress Heather really nice in like a nice dress, and I'll wear tux and everything.
Can Heather not dress herself?
I mean, no.
No, I can't.
Oh, Heather, you're like me.
Kelly Clarkson, Piece by Piece, March 3rd. It's out. You're amazing. Seriously, as you know, a pleasure. And I'm so glad we got to talk. You were really amazing. Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you so much. Nice to talk to you. Nice to talk to you again, Heather.
Oh, you too. Even though I didn't say a word, I just listen like a fan. Like, I'm really bad.
That's all right.
At
That's
being
all right.
the interview person.
We hashed it all out the first time.
Perfect. Awesome.
Thank you, Kelly.